at all.
So basically, the concept is like, I don't really like drawing human beings anymore. I'm kind of over humans, but I think creatures are interesting. I think
humans are passe, huh?
And I think creatures are kind of like humans in a way, how they interact with each other. They just can't speak really, they just make noise. But I feel like I'd rather do frogs because it's a little bit more funnier, and also the animals basically are like striving for something. That's what it represents, like your aspiration in your life to be somewhere. Like everyone wants to be affluent and have money and do great things, and it's kind of like being in heaven. But if you're broke and you're in poverty, you're kind of in hell. So
right here on Earth. But it was a busy piece because you had SpongeBob.
It also represents some of American culture.
Yes.
And, like, what people...
You had a pair of Walmart underwear, red, white, and blue.
Yeah. Walmart's very American. Everyone likes things cheap and wholesale.
But New York City doesn't have a Walmart.
But we do have one coming.
Oh, okay.
My friend interns there now, so we have one coming up soon. Okay. We'll be here. I love Walmart.
We'll be
so.
Walmartified. And you also have Build-A-Bear on there?
I was drawing those little bears because that's part of my new concept for my next paintings. I'm going to do some graffiti around New York with teddy bears.
Okay.
But like romantically depressed teddy bears.
Romantically depressed. And you have one piece where it's called Downfall, and that's to represent depression.
Yeah, that's when I was 19. I was going through a lot, interning and doing a lot, and I was kind of alone a lot all the time. So I was just painting kind of darker paintings and that's why.
And so and then I'll save the cloudy butt for last. Okay, cloudy butts. But you also have a piece called Down the Road of Lust. Cha cha cha.
Yeah.
Cha cha cha, like the dance.
Yes.
Cha cha cha. Okay.
Well, one day I was just, I don't know, I had like a random like vision. I kind of have those a lot. Ever since I was like a kid, I'll like see things and curtains and like see things. You just have to draw it real quick.
You mean like you'll see a shadow or you'll see a cloud?
No,
and
I have a vision in my head like about what something should be before I do it. So I kind of envisioned this painting that it would be like doll heads in a circle with blood dripping, but I really didn't know what it meant at the time. It just came to me.
Wow.
I don't know, a miracle baby. I don't know, but it just happened. So when I started actually doing it, it was really hard to do the painting because I had to glue all the eyes back or whatever because their eyes wouldn't stay open, the little doll heads, and I had to buy 36 dolls and like make sure they're all perfectly aligned and secure because one of them actually fell off, which was unfortunate.
So you're working on this piece, and what did it come to mean to you after having the vision and doing it?
Fully doing it hands-on was like, wow, I have to figure out what this would mean to people and what it would mean to me. And for me, it was like a representation of like, just like people going through struggles in their lives, which might be an abortion, and coming to that point in their life where they have to have a baby, or maybe not have the baby, but in the baby's life. And I feel like all the babies are angels. So that's what those green wings represent. And that's the flower bed at the bottom of the painting that represents the babies going to heaven, or flower heaven. And then the top is the mother's belly, which is like bleeding inside. Because when you do abortions, it's for a lot of blood and a lot of loss.
So deep. That's a deep piece of
art. And then the doll is actually going like in a circle, like a dance, cha-cha-cha. So that's how that flows. Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Give me pause. Something to think about. Wow. Okay. All right, now to Cloudy Butts. And it's based on a Yoko Ono film?
Yeah.
And
I love Yoko Ono.
Okay, what film? Because I couldn't catch it.
It's called Buttocks.
It's called Buttocks?
Yeah.
And she made a film about
She made it in 1964, I think, 1967.
And was it like a documentary style? Or was
it was like a short film, but also I actually really only saw little snippets of it because I went to the MoMA and they had an exhibit with, it had it as a painting instead. It had like pictures of butts on this wall, and I was like, wow, this is really amazing. It'd be great to do some kind of painting with butts. And ever since I was a kid, I kind of was infatuated with bodies and butts.
Bodies and butts.
Men, women alike. So.
Okay, so you just like looking at the backside. It wasn't a vision that you look up in the cloud. Or you do that. That looks like a butt.
I remember joking around telling Ashley I was going to make a painting with like cloudy butts. I was like, that would be funny. But then like I also do look at clouds and I see that they're like, I feel like they're like nature's butts.
Okay.
So.
Wow. Now I noticed with cloudy butts that there's a carry over into Ashley's art. In Cloudy Butts, you use like the rhinestones. Is it rhinestones?
For the dimples in the butt.
For the dimples, yeah, the cellulite.
I feel like cellulite, people like view it as a bad thing. But I feel like it's just a part of your body. And it's just the way it is. So it should be like...
Cellulite's not smooth and pretty to look at. It's like cottage cheese. Come on.
Well, yeah, but in a way, I feel like...
A lot of people have cellulite.
I feel like a lot of people do have cellulite. And I feel like...
Yeah, most women do.
The plastic little studded diamond-looking imitational studs represent, like, the beauty and the cellulite.
Okay. Well, thank you. Now we come to you, Ashley, because I noticed in a lot of your pieces in the show, you use the rhinestones. Okay. Now, yours is a story, right?
Right.
Yours is a story of one woman and her journey through life and her relationship with her sexuality or how she uses sex. Tell us about the story.
Okay, so when we decided to have the Touch and Feel My Walls art show, we decided that we would touch on like sexuality and how we felt about like America and do it in somewhat of a humorous way, but also allow people to touch the artwork. So we wanted things to have like, you know, dimensions and to have layers or whatever. But my story was about a woman who... it starts off in her youth. I didn't name her. The first piece was entitled Her Face. It was just a painting of the woman's face. And then the first two paintings that it starts with is Diamond Puss and Bubble Butt. And these are representations of her when she's at her prime. She's young. She's vivacious. She has a beautiful body. She uses it to get what she wants. Bubble Butts is just, you know, she had a perfect ass. And, you know, that's what a lot of people, you know, pride themselves on is like how wonderful their body looks. And then it goes into Diamond Puss where she is using she's using that perfect body to get what she wants.
Get what she wants.
Materially, which a lot of women do. The men she wants, the things she wants, the diamonds she wants. Like there were diamonds on Diamond Puss. Okay. Obviously. And that just relates to how people use their sexuality and use their bodies in order to get material things. And I noticed that a lot in the media, and it's perpetuated like constantly that, you know, you can use yourself to get things, or you are a commodity. You're, you know.
Now, and you're growing up as a teenager and also as a young adult. Do you find that you run into a lot of women that operate that way?
Definitely. I know a lot of women who operate that way, and it's like second nature to them. And I know a lot of men who expect women to operate that way, and they treat women as if, oh, well, you know, I give you these things, you give me yourself in return. And I know a lot of women who say, well, I want this, I want this, I want that. They don't really know how to get it on their own, so they use their bodies to persuade other people to get it for them.
Okay. You have a third piece that was actually part 1 and part 2, and it's called The Mystery Man.
Yeah.
Explain that part of the woman's journey.